Welcome to Travel and Work, a one-stop channel for all your travel, study, living and working abroad information. Please subscribe for consistent and daily information. If you are looking at migrating to the UK and you want an easy route, then Tier 5 Charity Worker Visa is the one to apply for. I will explain who a charity worker is, and if you fit into this description, then you are on your way to migrating to the UK as a charity worker. A charity worker is one who is involved in organizing and helping with fundraising activities such as sponsored or promotional events, house-to-house and street collections, recruiting volunteers and coordinating their work, planning donation campaigns and events, controlling budgets and working to targets. So under the Tier 5 Charity Visa, it is for those coming to do unpaid voluntary work for a UK charity. If you are a registered charity, you can obtain a Tier 5 charity sponsor license and then sponsor your volunteers to spend up to 12 months working for you. People who can apply under the Tier 5 charity visas are sponsored interns, charity workers and religious workers. The Tier 5 government-authorized exchange visa is a somewhat unusual visa category. It allows interns to come to the UK to work, sponsored by one of the authorized schemes. Rather than the UK employer having a sponsorship license, the scheme provider stands as the overarching sponsor of the Tier 5 intern. The maximum period of stay is either 12 or 24 months, depending on the scheme. The Tier 5 GA is also the category which allows universities to sponsor postdoctoral researchers. The Tier 5 religious worker visa is for those who are coming to the UK to do religious work, such as preaching or working in a religious order, for up to 24 months. In order to apply for this Tier 5 temporary work charity worker visa, there are a few criteria to be met. Firstly, you must be willing to do unpaid voluntary work for a charity. Secondly, you meet the other eligibility requirements. Thirdly, there is a scheme that has replaced the temporary worker charity worker visa, T5. If you're from the EU, Switzerland, Norway, Iceland or Liechtenstein, and if you or your family member started living in the UK by December 31, 2020, you may be able to apply to the free EU settlement scheme. The deadline to apply was June 30, 2021 for most people. You can still apply if, either, you have a later deadline. For example, you're joining a family member in the UK who was living in the UK by December 31, 2020. You have reasonable grounds for being unable to apply by June 30, 2021, for example, you had an illness or were the victim of domestic abuse. For sponsorship, you must have a certificate of sponsorship from a licensed employer before you can apply to come to the UK to work. The work you do in the UK must relate to the work of your sponsor organization. You can apply for a visa up to 3 months before the day you are due to start work in the UK. This date is listed on your certificate of sponsorship. As part of your application, you'll need to prove your identity and provide your documents. You may need to allow extra time if you need an appointment to do this. You'll find out if you need one when you start your application. Once you've applied online, you have proved your identity and provided your documents, you'll usually get a decision on your visa within 3 weeks. If you're outside the UK, 8 weeks. If you're inside the UK, it's currently taking longer to get the decision on charity worker visas when you apply from outside the UK. If you need to go to an appointment, you may be able to pay for a faster decision. How you do this depends on whether you're outside the UK or inside the UK. You, your partner or children will each need to pay the application fee. Pay the healthcare surcharge, which is usually £624 per year. Prove you have enough personal savings to comply with the eligibility requirements. The application fee for each person applying is currently £259. The fee is the same whether you're applying from inside or outside the UK. You can stay for up to 12 months or the time given on your certificate of sponsorship plus 14 days, whichever is shorter. You can enter the UK up to 14 days before the start date of your job. It is important you note that you can study for some courses. You'll need an academic technology approval, Scheme Certificate. With your Tier 5 visa, you can take a second job in the same sector at the same level as your main job for up to 20 hours per week. You can do a job on the skilled worker shortage occupation list for up to 20 hours per week. You can work for your sponsor in the job described in your certificate of sponsorship. You can bring your partner and children with you, if they're eligible. With all the things you are allowed to do, you will not be able to receive any payment for work. Take a permanent job. Get public funds. I hope this information helps you to decide if this opportunity is right for you and your family to migrate to the United Kingdom on a Tier 5 charity visa. This route seems pretty easy and straightforward. I hope this information helps you. Remember to subscribe and press the notification bell. Thank you.